Am I the a-hole if I don't want my girlfriend wearing a couple's costume with her coworker? I don't even know where to start with this. I'm 28 years old and I thought I had found the one. You know that feeling when you look at someone and just think, yeah, this is it, I'm gonna marry this woman? That's exactly how I felt about my girlfriend. And honestly, I still do. I did? Man, I'm so confused right now. I know how that sounds. I know some of you are already thinking, dude, it's just a costume, stop being insecure. And maybe you're right. That's why I'm here. Because I genuinely don't know anymore if I'm being reasonable or if I've completely lost perspective on this whole situation. Let me back up and give you the full story because there's a lot more to this than just a Halloween costume. So first off, let me say this. I love my girlfriend. Like, really love her. We've been together for a while now, and despite some ups and downs, I genuinely see a future with her. Marriage, kids, the whole 9 yards. She's told me she feels the same way. Or at least, she used to say that all the time. Our relationship has been pretty solid overall. We communicate well, we have fun together, we support each other's careers. I've never been the jealous or controlling type. I mean, she has male friends, I have female friends. That's never been an issue for us. I trust her. I trusted her. God, this is hard to talk about. The problem started about a year ago when this guy joined her office. Let's call him Spencer because screw it, that's close enough to his real name and I'm still pissed at him. Spencer is one of those guys, you know? Super social, always organizing happy hours, always has some party or event going on, always inviting the whole office to stuff. Single guy, mid-20s, acts like he's everyone's best friend within 5 minutes of meeting them. According to my girlfriend, when Spencer first started, she and her coworkers actually couldn't stand him. She'd come home and complain about how annoying he was, how he tried too hard, how he was always in everyone's business. Her and her work friends would talk shit about him constantly. I remember thinking, okay, cool, at least she's not into this guy. But then, things changed. Over the course of a few months, suddenly Spencer wasn't so annoying anymore. Suddenly he was actually pretty funny, and not as bad as we thought, and he's grown on us. She and her coworkers went from hating him to being close friends with him. Though weirdly, they still talk shit about him behind his back, which, I don't know, always struck me as kind of fake. But whatever, people are complicated, right? Here's where my gut started telling me something was off. There was this one time, maybe 6 months ago, where Spencer said something to my girlfriend. She laughed it off and told me about it, saying it was just his stupid humor. But when she told me what he said, I didn't hear humor. I heard flirting. Clear as day. I brought it up to her, trying to be casual about it like, hey, that seems kind of flirty, doesn't it? And she completely dismissed me. Told me I was reading too much into it, that Spencer's just like that with everyone, that it didn't mean anything. Okay, fine. Maybe I was being paranoid. But then Spencer started asking my girlfriend to hang out. A lot. And I don't mean like, hey, we should all grab drinks after work. I mean specifically asking her to come hang out with him and his friends. Outside of work. On weekends. At first she'd tell me about it. Oh, Spencer invited me to this bar, I might go with Sarah and Jess. Cool, no problem. She's bringing her girlfriends, they're all going as a group, whatever. But then I started noticing she'd come home smelling like bar smoke or she'd post Instagram stories from places she hadn't mentioned going to. And when I'd ask, hey, where were you tonight? She'd give me vague answers. Oh, just out with the girls. Then one night, my buddy texts me a photo. It's from some club downtown. And there's my girlfriend, clear as day, with Spencer and his friend group. My buddy's like, yo, didn't know your girl was gonna be here tonight. I felt my stomach drop. When she got home that night, I asked her how her night was. She said, oh, it was good, just grabbed dinner and drinks with Sarah and Jess. No mention of Spencer. No mention of the club. Nothing. I showed her the photo my friend sent me. You should have seen her face. She got immediately defensive, saying, I didn't lie, I was with Sarah and Jess. Spencer and his friends just happened to be there too. But here's the thing, that wasn't true. My buddy told me she showed up with Spencer's group. Not that they happened to run into each other. I told her I was uncomfortable with the fact that she'd hidden this from me. That if she was going to hang out with Spencer, she should just tell me instead of lying about it. And you know what she said? She called me insecure. She said I was being jealous and controlling and that she shouldn't have to report her every move to me. That Spencer is just a friend and I need to get over it. But here's what killed me, she knew how I felt about this guy. I told her multiple times that something felt off about him, that his behavior seemed inappropriate for someone who knows she's in a relationship. And instead of respecting that or even just being honest with me, she chose to sneak around. This happened multiple times over the next few months. She'd tell me she was doing one thing and I'd find out through friends or social media that she was actually out with Spencer and his crew. Sometimes she had other girlfriends with her, sometimes it was just her. But she was always lying about it. Every time I'd confront her, she'd minimize it. It's not a big deal. You're overreacting. Why don't you trust me? And that last one really got to me. Because I did trust her. But she was actively lying to me repeatedly about spending time with a guy who clearly had a thing for her. It all came to a head about 4 months ago. We had this massive fight where I basically laid it all out. I told her that the lying was killing me, that I felt disrespected, that if she valued our relationship she needed to be honest with me and set some boundaries with Spencer. She got defensive again, said I was trying to control who she could be friends with, that I was being insecure and jealous. We went back and forth for hours and finally I couldn't do it anymore. I told her I thought we should break up. She seemed shocked, like she didn't actually think I'd ever leave her. But I was done. I couldn't be in a relationship where I was constantly being lied to and made to feel crazy for having completely reasonable concerns. We broke up. It sucked. I was devastated, honestly. Despite everything, I still loved her. But I knew I couldn't keep living like that. For about 6 weeks we didn't talk. I tried to move on, went out with friends, kept myself busy. It was hard, but I was starting to feel like maybe I'd made the right choice. Then one night, she showed up at my apartment. She was crying. Like really crying. Told me how sorry she was, how she'd been thinking about everything nonstop since we broke up. She said she finally understood why I was so upset, that the lying was wrong, that she should have respected my feelings. She said she never meant to hurt me, that in her mind she thought it would be easier to just not mention when she was hanging out with Spencer because she knew it would upset me and start a fight. She knew that logic was messed up now. She said she was wrong. She promised that if I gave her another chance, she'd respect my boundaries moving forward. She'd be honest with me, she'd set appropriate boundaries with Spencer. She'd do whatever it took to rebuild my trust. And like an idiot, I believed her. I took her back. Because I love her. Because I wanted to believe that she really had learned from this. Because the thought of losing her forever was more painful than the thought of trying again. For the past few months, things have actually been good. Really good. She's been transparent about work events, she hasn't been sneaking around, and from what I can tell, she's kept things professional with Spencer. I started to feel like maybe we'd actually worked through it, you know? Like maybe we were stronger for having gone through that rough patch. And then yesterday happened. So her office is having a Halloween party. It's like a whole day thing where they can wear costumes to work, and then there's an employee party afterwards. Cool, whatever, that sounds fun. She mentioned it to me a few weeks ago and I was like, oh nice, what are you gonna be? She said she wasn't sure yet. Well, yesterday she tells me that she and Spencer are going to wear a 2-person horse costume together. I'm sorry, what? A 2-person horse costume. The kind where one person is the front of the horse and one person is the back, and you're literally connected together. They'd be attached to each other all day at work, and then at the employee party afterwards. When she told me this, I genuinely thought she was joking at first. I actually laughed because I thought there was no way she was serious. But she was completely serious. I was like, you want to wear a couple's costume with Spencer? The same Spencer you lied to me about for months? The same Spencer who caused us to break up? And she hit me with, it's not a couple's costume, it's just a funny costume, and everyone at work thinks it'll be hilarious, and you're being insecure again. I tried to explain to her why this felt wildly inappropriate to me given our history with this specific person. How can she not see how this looks? How can she not understand why I'd be uncomfortable with her being physically attached to this guy all day? She said I was being controlling and that it's just a costume and it doesn't mean anything. But here's the thing, it's not just a costume. It's a pattern of behavior where she consistently prioritizes Spencer's feelings and this friendship over my feelings and our relationship. It's her once again dismissing my very reasonable concerns as me being insecure. So I came here to ask, am I the asshole for not wanting my girlfriend to wear this costume with Spencer?